think that's when you guys started streaming on Twitch, and that's how I
Yeah,
found you.
the wild west of the front page of Twitch kind of being a kingmaker for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
going to twitch.tv, see Eli Hodap there, just chilling, playing
Well,
Yeah, I
it's
Barbarian
mean,
or something.
they were like they did this like big thing where they like really wanted mobile content. Because
mhm,
mobile was blowing up so much, but there was like pretty much no one that was doing kind of like just generalized like we're just playing new games this week kind of streaming like. And I think that kind of maybe hurt Touch Arcade in the long run,
mhm.
maybe compared to these people that have seen like just amazing success by like rabbit holing down like one specific free to play game or something like that.
Clash
Yeah,
Royale, or just hyper focusing on that.
Yeah,
yeah.
which I don't know, to me always seemed crazy to like I guess like tie your cart to someone else's horse, so to speak, in such a
Yeah.
extreme extent. Because like I don't know, I feel like you kind of saw this or still see this happening with like every big new game that comes out. It's like some random person is like, I am going to, it was probably going to happen with Warcraft, what's that, Arclight Rumble or Warcraft Rumble. It's going to happen with
Yeah.
this. I mean, it's the same cycle every single
Probably.
time where it's like
Mhm.
a big free to play game comes out and all these people you've never heard of before are like, I am a Warcraft Rumble streamer. Like this is, I'm making a go of this. And I don't know,
Yeah.
like it's sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Like there's like two people that seem to be doing okay streaming like Marvel Snap right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it seems like a
Well, it's
fickle place to be.
interesting. I always think back because we started doing Twitch when Twitch was still like a very new up and coming thing.
Mhm.
And because there wasn't a lot of mobile stuff, we did get like really great treatment, front page featuring, like whenever we went live, like it was really like cool, the kind of things that like people would kill for nowadays. And then Mobcrush came along, and that was like
Yeah.
a new streaming platform that just had loads of money to throw around to try and make their mark. And we actually ended up partnering with them to stream exclusively with them, and left Twitch behind mostly, I think, or maybe we
Well,
dual
it
streamed on
was
both or something.
it
But
was because at the time, and I don't know if this might, it's hard to believe this would still be under any kind of non-disclosure agreement, but like
yeah,
at the time, it was like we were making like almost no money on Twitch. It was like I remember
yeah,
I did the math. Because like fuck, dude, like particularly when we had so it was weird. It was a weird time, right? Where it was like we had front page featuring, I think, for 4 hours on Wednesdays or Thursdays. The idea was like they wanted me to
mm-hmm,
like download all the new games and basically like do our out now post, but on Twitch, right?
right, right,
Or stream any other mobile things that seemed interesting, right? And like the viewership numbers that we got were, in my opinion, like pretty outstanding. Like it
mm-hmm,
was pretty. I would have between like 5 to 10,000 people watching, which like back in the day was like, oh fuck,
a
dude, that is
lot for
crazy
mobile
numbers, right?
stuff. Yeah,
Um, but there was like no way to monetize Twitch at the time. Like that was kind of,
yeah,
I feel like it was like just at the start of when they offered like channel subscriptions, but
mm-hmm.
that felt really weird to like have people like pay me money for something that I was like doing anyway. Like that
You
vibe
shouldn't
had,
feel weird about that.
well, but I'm saying like that vibe had not really matured yet. Where like now
Mhm.
it's like a very common thing where it's like, oh yeah, I
Yeah,
like this channel. Like, of course I subscribe to him. Like I want him to keep doing
right.
this. Like it's $5. Like why do you care? And I remember back in the day, like us getting like a lot of shit about like, oh, it's Eli on Twitch panhandling again, trying to get me to subscribe and stuff. So
Right.
it was like we were facing the brunt of that. And simultaneously the concept of like paying someone to stream your game like for a marketing exercise didn't really
Mm-hmm.
exist yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, the money that we were making from, I mean, I feel like we did pretty decent on subscribers and ad views and stuff like that. But it was like, I did the
Mm-hmm.
math and it was like, fuck, I could get a job at McDonald's and
Mm-hmm.
like be making more money
For the amount of effort it took.
for
And
yeah, the
YouTube was
time
kind of the
commitment.
same. Like
Yeah. No,
YouTube's return
yeah.
just wasn't good, and it took too much time to put into it for the return on it.
Well, I don't think we were
Um,
ever really good at YouTube either. Like, I think
no,
that,
yeah,
and Lonnie, you excelled at this, where it was like, I feel like we just, I don't know, maybe too old or just like didn't like jive with like the YouTube like personality thing that people are looking for. Like, we had a very kind of like clinical sort of approach. Whereas I don't know,
Lonnie had you had a big personality. That has to be a contributing factor to you becoming popular, you know?
I mean, I look back at those videos from that era and I don't know how people watched them, to be honest, but I mean, I guess it was.
The problem is like, that's how I felt at the time. I was like, dude, this guy's killing it and I'm happy for him. But like, I don't know who this appeals to. But then it was like, you'd look at your videos and it's like, shit, like 1 million people just watch this thing. So I don't know.
Well, I think that's the
guess...
key, is that you have a very distinct over the top personality, and there's people that are going to love you and there's going to people that are going to hate you, and there's really no middle ground, and you just shoot for those people that love you and that's it.
Yeah, I guess so.